Hello, social media. Hello, everybody. Hey, I am so happy that you have decided to join me on today. So I welcome you. Hello, hello. It is such a nice day and a great day in Virginia. And it's a great night, should I say, because it's like around Tuesday. It's March 18th and it's 11:41 p.m. and it's like I am so excited for this day because it just feels like good. Good. So anyway, we are going to talk. I welcome to Lakitatsharpe's famous exclusive inspirational channel. And yes, it's important to keep that faith. You see where it's like in front of me, it says faith. So it's important to keep that faith going. Okay, so yay! Check out my books over at Amazon.com. There are over 100 books for you to choose from in my name. And check out two of my life stories, Unstoppable and the Lakita T. Sharpe success story, from struggle to success. That's right. And yeah. We're gonna go. We're gonna go and we're going to get this thing pumping. Waiting is a blessing. Waiting is a blessing. Let me say to you. You may be in a situation where God has had you to wait and wait for a very long time. Waiting for whatever you want on your heart to jump off for you. And you might get frustrated and you're like, why is God having me wait so long? And you're like, oh my God, it's just such a long time, and he's having me wait forever, wait forever to get married. He's having me wait so long to get a car. He's having me wait so long for me to reach success in my business. I'm having to wait so long to see my loved one saved. I am having to wait so long for the resources, to come through the way that I want. And I am here to tell you, it doesn't happen necessarily on your time, our time, but it happens in God's time. In God's timing. Yeah. And, I want to say to you is that it's good. Waiting is good. Because in some waiting, depending on the circumstances, waiting can be good. Because you can pray for a wife, you can pray for a husband, and God is taking you a long time to bring it to fruition. But you, on the other hand, you still need work yourself. You still need to be dealt with yourself, you know, for you to be where God wants you to be. So you still need inner work, you know, so it may take you a long time before God send you, you know, the spouse that you want, or it may have taken you a long time. But you got to know that it is a purpose in your waiting. There is a reason why God didn't bless you with the finances that you wanted. Because maybe you weren't prepared for whatever you wanted. You see, God is a God of preparation. Okay? God is a God of preparation. So, before God blesses you with something, He wants you to be prepared for what is about to come and what He's about to give you. You know, it's like being a good father, being a good mother. You are preparing your children to be a good husband, or to be a good wife, or to what else you're preparing them for. You know, around the house, you're teaching them and you're grooming them to be adults and how to handle themselves in the world. Okay? Supposedly that's how it's supposed to be. You are prepping your children for better, to be nurtured, to be out on their own. Okay? So that's what you're supposed to do in the home. Okay? So God is a good father to prepare you for the blessing. Now, let me say to you that if God had blessed me sooner in my business, in my career, if He had blessed me sooner, I would have messed up the blessing. I would have messed up the blessing. I wouldn't have been prepared for what comes with the blessing. What comes with the blessing. Because when you pray and you are asking God for something, that blessing comes for something. If you're praying for a husband, that husband comes with something. So it is good to ask God to prepare you for that blessing that you are asking for. This is good. This is good. This is really good. This is good. Had I listened to this when I was younger, before I got married. Now listen, if you want a wife, you prayed for it, and now you're complaining about what comes with it. If you ask, you know, then the blessing comes, you know. So it's smart to ask God to prepare you for the blessing. So it is good to prepare you for the blessing. Okay? So waiting is a great thing. Waiting is a grand thing. I love to wait. At times. Well, at times. At times, because my sister made some delicious spaghetti, and I was like, she was going to put some garlic bread in the oven, and I was ready to go, and I didn't feel like waiting. So let me say this. In some cases, you know, you might be ready to go, or ready to go from somewhere after you've been waiting after work or whatever like that. So, but waiting, even then, when you having to wait, you know, when I have to, at times, if I take my niece to work, right, you know, and waiting for her to get off work, and waiting in the car, I use that time very wisely. And I, you know, take out my, what you call those things? I take out, help me Lord, my tablet, and I do some reading. You know, I talk to God. I kind of use that time very wisely. So I learned how to use waiting to work for me. You know, waiting to work for me. You know, if I'm on the phone with customer service, then I'm like, you know, if I'm having to wait, you know, I do something else while I'm waiting. So waiting is pretty much a blessing. You know, waiting. You know, you're wanting children. You know, some of you have prayed for children, right? You have prayed for children, and you ask for children. And when the children came, you're like, what is this? You're like, what did I sign up for? See, I know what comes with children. So I'm like, they are a blessing, yes, when they're, you know, blessed and good children. You know, you like, yes, but you gotta be that's something that is a life decision. You know, just like those of you who are committed to locks in your hair, you get the hair locks, you know, locking your hair. That's a commitment, right? For those of you who have locks in your hair, that's a commitment, right? You know, so you gotta prepare. You know, you got to prepare for the blessing that you are asking God for. You are asking God for the blessing. So you got to prepare for it. You need to be saying, God, prepare me for what I'm asking for. Prepare me. A lot of you want $1 million. You are trying to be a millionaire. You are trying to be a billionaire, a zillionaire, and nowhere near prepared for that type of money. Why do you want that type of money and you have no wisdom on what to do with the money? Just so you can just splurge and spend it on useless things? Useless things. Not even thinking about nobody else and being a blessing to the world and blessing to humanity. But you're just thinking about buying you what? More shoes? More homes? But you're not thinking about nobody else. You're just thinking about you. You're not prepared for the responsibility of the blessing. Some of you are not even, you don't even know how to manage $1,000, $50. You don't even know how to manage that, and you're asking God for so much money, and you are not even managing and knowing how to manage that. So you got to ask God to prepare. We've run out of time. You got to ask God to prepare you for what you are asking for. I will see you in the next video. We are the chosen ones. We do right. We live right. We make a lot of mistakes, but we are the